with listening to rap music. So I'm 37. I was born in 1989. So I grew up. The first song I can remember liking was "Achy Breaky Heart" by girl Molly Cyrus, her father. That's rock and roll. The second song I remember falling in love with was Hip Hop Hooray or OPP. Being young, I didn't know what OPP meant. And so we know what it means now, but I didn't know what it meant then. But it's more of a positive song. My first favorite rappers were Criss Cross, you know, jump, wear your clothes backwards and all that. And then I remember in the 90s, one of my cousins at the time, somehow he got introduced to Tupac. So Brenda had a baby. Put me on to that. So that was probably my introduction into rap. Was Tupac. Like, and back then Tupac was Brenda had a baby, keep your head up. I don't know if Dear Mama came after he turned. Dear Mama probably before he turned gangster. So that's the type of rap that I grew up on. Then somewhere in there, it was a switch where hip hop became, you know, like about other things. It became about, you know, womanizing, selling drugs, killing people. Well, on here you gotta say unaliving people. So it became more focused on negativity. I grew up with just my mom, not my father, but my mom was the type of mom that she allowed you. She wasn't one of those type of moms that, oh, you can't listen to that. Because she listened to it because she was young. She had me when she was like 20, 21. So she was young still. I had an older brother that she had when she was 17, so she was still young. We kind of grew up with her, so she listened to hip hop and rap, and we listened to it. I remember listening to Lil Kim and a little bit later, but songs like My Neck, My Back. No. When I was young, that song, if anybody knows, I don't know who the rapper is, but put it in your mouth. I said, put it. That song, I love that song. I didn't know what it meant. Of course, my mom never told me what it meant as a kid, but I sung that song. Now I know what it means. But, yeah, so I grew up listening to hip-hop. I fell in love with it. And, like I said, my mom's the type of mom that allowed you to do what you wanted to do. I don't know who instilled in me to know the difference between rap and hip hop in real life. Well, my grandmother she wasn't a church going lady or nothing. She talked about God. Like when storms and stuff would come, we would have to sit and be quiet, let God do his work, stuff like that. But so I was born in 89. 99, Belly came out. Like movies like that, like my mom allowed me to watch those type of movies when she would watch them. Friday came out in 95. So I was exposed to everything, but I didn't realize the effect it would have on me until later. Now let's fast forward. I'm gonna go back, but fast forward to one of the reasons why I don't listen to hip hop. So in 2005, 2003, 4, 5, Jeezy hit, right? And I was in the streets like everybody else, hustling, and you turn on some Jeezy, it made you want to hustle harder. It made you want to be that guy. it made you want to portray the streets more. Like when Nelly dropped grills, it made you want to have a grill. We already was on Air Forces, so we called them flavors back in the day. So any young people that don't know, we call Air Force Ones flavors. So yeah, back in the day, Air Forces was called flavors. Flaves, high top flaves, low top. So we didn't realize, I never realized that we was being hypnotized or being groomed. And I think the kids today, like my son, I got a 15-year-old, and he loves that little kid, the NBA kid. And I brought him up on hip hop before, I changed my life, because I had him when I was 22. So I was still a little bit of my old self. Now I was working and everything, but I was still had my ways. So he grew up on that, so that's all he knows. But his favorite rapper used to be J. Cole. So J. Cole was a positive influence. Now his favorite rapper is NBA Youngboy. And you see him wanting to experiment with like marijuana. He plays sports. He's a good kid, but I see the influences. Like you see how he wants to wear his hair. You see the way he wants to dress. Like as a young kid or a teenager, you think you want to do those things because that's what you want to do. You don't realize that we wore baggy clothes because the rappers wore baggy clothes. We wore the wallet chains because Dipset wore that. Jeans got tight because Lil Wayne wore that. We wanted tattoos and jewelry because the rappers. So it's like, looking back on when I was young, watching Belly and all that stuff, it don't have an immediate impact, but it's like planting seeds. It's planting seeds on how you're gonna talk to women, what type of women you're gonna go after, how you like school, if you're gonna experiment with drugs or not, drug dealing, how you gonna talk to your mom or your father if you're fortunate to have that. You know what I mean? So it's a way bigger deal than a lot of people make it out to be. So I said all that to say, I no longer listen to it. I can't stand it because I feel duped, like tricked, like I was hypnotized into being a person that I never was. And it took me until like 2015, 16 is when I really started slowing down on it. That's when I got my CDL. And I think what happened was when you become a truck driver and you get that isolation, you're not around your friends, you're not around family, you're not acting per se, because little do you know, everybody's acting. Everybody want to fit in, even though I was always considered a leader. Like I never followed the crowd, but you want to be cool. Everybody want to be cool. But that isolation of becoming a trucker makes you so-called look in the mirror. You start looking at everything different. It allows you to become the person that you want to be. So I started becoming the person that I wanted to be. And lo and behold, I'm from the Eastern Shore of Maryland, so I'm a country boy at heart. I love fishing. Trucking, fishing. If I wasn't a convicted felon, I enjoy hunting. So, man, watch what you listen to, man, because future will have you wanting to sip lean and smoke weed and do all sorts of stuff that you think is just coming from you. You think that's what you want to do. And it could be that. But just like advertisements, like I used to wonder why you see the same commercials over and over and over and over, and why they spend so much money on the Super Bowl. Why, like these people are doing studies. These people got millions of dollars tied into Tell Your Vision TV, what we call it. Tell Your Vision. It gets into your subconscious. So when you 18 and you go to Walmart, if you've been seeing Bounty, quicker, bigger, you've been hearing that your whole life, 7 out of 10 chances when you go to Walmart to shop for your first apartment, or you're gonna go off to college, you're looking for paper towels, you're gonna grab Bounty, or you're gonna grab what you're most familiar with. I mean, it's just human nature. So the music does the same thing. If you every day you listening to murder, kill, rob, steal, I want to have sex with this many girls, I want this type of girl, like, after a while it's gonna have an effect on you. And looking back, it had a major effect on my life. Like I told you, when we turned Jeezy on, you turn that 50 Cent on back in the day, you become a different person. You turn Hove on, you started, and to mention Jay-Z, look at his old albums and then look at 444. And that was like 2018. That's like right when I was really changing my life, and I love that album to this day. It's like growing up, it's talking about credit, it's talking about things that you need in life. Like, it's just a detriment. Rap is a detriment to our community. People say, oh no, it's not. Nah, what about the movies? What about the movies too? That wasn't a whole bunch of gang. Gang was made popular with colors. Now everybody want to be a Blood or a Crip. Before the Cosby Show was taking off, everybody wanted to go. If you grew up in that town, like my uncles and them, they all wanted to go to college because they wanted to be like the Cosbys. Not the Cosbys, the show that spun off of the Cosbys. I can't think of the name right now. But the dude wore the glasses that flip up. And they all went to college and all that. Everybody wanted to go to college. They started making prison music, basically. Everybody wound up in prison. Now prison is a cool place to go to. And the same people behind the music industry is behind the prisons. So, just food for thought. Just try something different. Like, try to get in the car and listen to nothing. Or listen to, if you got a girlfriend, you got a wife, listen to R&B. That's gonna put you in a much better mood when you get home, rather than bumping some NBA YoungBoy or Finesse 2 times on your way home. You more likely to want to do something to your girl than want to go home and make love. So when I started trucking, I stopped listening to rap. My first year trucking, I stopped listening to rap. I stopped eating meat. I was like a vegetarian for like 6 months. Man, your skin clear up, aches and pains go away, my head cleared up. I just became a different person, and it was scary because everybody that I grew up with, besides my one homie, that's still my homie to this day, they felt like strangers. It's like when you go back around them, it's like, it's weird. It's like everybody's acting. It's like, that's not who you really want to be. Like, I know that's not who you really want to be, but that's all you know. So it's like, when they say food for thought, that's a real thing. Food, what you put in your body, what you put in your mind, is what comes out. So if you putting junk in your body, you're gonna be sick. That's what's gonna come out. You putting junk in your brain, you're gonna be sick. That's what's gonna come out. You always listening to music about being depressed and sad, you probably gonna be depressed and sad. Now, if you listen to music about love, you're probably more likely to find a girl or find whatever you like and be in love. So, I just had that on my mind because I was thinking about that, because I'm riding in silence. and it's not weird to me no more, but it's weird to, like, I be riding and my younger kids would be like, Dad, can we listen to a song? And like, I didn't even realize we was riding in silence. So I turn on some music for them. But yeah, just think about that. Just think about your brain like a lot of people think about their body, because it's all one. So watch what you put in, man. Watch what you're listening to. Watch who you're influenced by. And if you can change, try to change. Some people just can't. Some people are just addicted to it. They gotta have it. That's their motivation. Now, if you go to the gym, you want to listen to some. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like all about what you do, how you do it. So if you want to go to the gym and you want to listen to some rap, some hip hop to get hyped up, well, that may be appropriate, because it's not directly just you zoning out to that. You're doing something. You just listening to the beat, more or less the rhymes. But yeah, it's real interesting if you just stop and think about that, like how music can affect you. And then they be talking about the hertz that they changed. The music used to be some type of hertz, now it's changed to different, and all that is just vibrations. Like that's vibrations. So yeah, just food for thought. I just had that on my brain, so that's the reason why, as a 37-year-old black guy, I don't listen to rap. I don't have nothing against rap. Now my younger kids, like I said, my oldest son, he was exposed to that because that's what I listened to around him. My younger kids, their mom listens to rap. We got XM radio, but she tries to not listen to. Oh, a quick story before I get off here. So my kids are 4, 5, and 2, and you know, we grew up on Nelly and all that. So the songs that they listen to in the car, they come home humming and singing them songs. Like the other day, I'm like, how do they know 28 volts? Am I rim sitting high? Am I window? I'm like, bro, they it's getting hot in here. I'm like, how do they know? They heard it on XM radio one time. So as a parent, you riding, you take them to school, y'all going to the grocery store, you think you just using music as a pastime, but your kids are in the back getting indoctrinated with these words. They're in the back memorizing, it's getting hot in here, take off all your clothes. Now when you're not around, what you think they're gonna be thinking or saying or talking to each other about? So we got to really be aware, like for real, because that was like an eye opener. I'm like, man, like it makes sense. I mean, if you listen to that type of stuff every day, it's like, it's amazing. It would be amazing that it wouldn't have an effect on you. That's like eating a whole bunch of food non-stop every day. The effect is gonna be, you're gonna be overweight. If you don't eat, say you never eat, the effect is gonna be, you're gonna be super skinny and underweight and malnutrition. So the effect of listening to rap non-stop all day, every day, I'll let you figure that out. But yeah, like I said, I'm 37. I'm becoming an old head. I'm getting up there. I'm not on yet, but I'm getting up there. And like I said, I don't listen to rap. Now, if you do, get in the comments and tell me why I'm wrong, or what you notice that's different, or how you deal with it, or if you let your kids listen to rap or hip hop. And yeah, so yeah, if you could like this, share this, drop a comment, and check out my vlogs. I'm on here. I just started. Just decided to pick up the camera because trucking is boring, really. So yeah, I just decided to pick up the camera. I like fishing and trucking, so if you enjoy any of that, subscribe and follow me. Yeah, when anything come to mind, I'll throw up videos like this. Like I said, trucking just has, you just ride and think. That's all you basically do. So yeah, I'm out.